What up, what up, what up? It's your man Philly Nate, and this week in the Weekend Lift, we're going to talk about the 5 things that I wish I knew before doing Uber or Lyft. Welcome back. It's your man Philly Nate, and this time in the Weekend Lift, we're going to talk about the 5 things that I wish I would have knew before driving for Uber and Lyft. So real fast, let's talk about, I'm trying to get out this tight parking space and this guy driving real slow. First, let's talk about how I got involved in Uber or Lyft or ride sharing. I knew about Uber for a long time, and I never wanted to do it. I'm like, man, ain't nobody getting in my car. They probably be disrespecting my car. I gotta smack somebody. I'm not driving people around. I'm not being me chauffeur. Look, I'm not doing that stuff. Then I got fired. I got fired from my job, and for 2 months, I didn't have a job. And I knew about Uber, and I wish I would have did it, but I didn't. So I got another job. I went to the job, and what happened is I seen my friend getting off of the train, and he was like, yo, do you drive for Lyft? And I'm like, no. He said, well, if you drive, use my code, Lyft is going to give you $750. Like, $750? Look, I do a lot of things for $750. So the fear, the anxiety that I had, I got over. And what made me get over it? What made me get over it was the $750 bonus. So I drove, I think it was like 60 rides in 30 days or 30 rides in 30, I forgot what it was specifically. But I did it, got the $750, and I've been in love ever since. Okay? So why? I got it written down here. But the 5 things that I wish I would have knew before doing ride sharing, Lyft or Uber. The first thing is I wish that I got a bigger car. Okay, I got a Nissan Maxima, and it puts me on the Uber X platform. Now, as you guys know, Uber has a bunch of platforms. I think Lyft has 3 platforms now. To make this simple, you got Uber X and you got Uber XL. So that's something like you got your minivans, and it's able, and you got your Lyft Plus. Okay, so more passengers, more money. So one thing that I wish I would have knew is I wish I would have knew that, because what I would have done is I would have got a minivan, or I would have got an SUV. Number one, you can fit more people in there, so which means the fares are more. That's number one. The number 2 is if you have 6 people in there, somebody's gonna think about tips, and they go, okay, well, look, man, we got to give this guy a tip. So if you get $2 and you got 6 people, you get $2 from everybody. That's $12. $12 is a good tip. Okay, so I wish I would have knew that. I would have got an SUV, and I still might get an SUV or something with 3 rows, like a minivan or something like that, so that you can make more money. So, hey, look, man, I don't want people on here trolling, saying, yeah, your gas is going to be more. Yeah, your gas would be more too also. But if you put in that work and work smarter, not harder, then you really should be able to come on top. That's number 1. So I wish I would have got a bigger car. Number 2 is, people are not looking to trash your car. Okay, that was one of my big hangups. Like, man, people are gonna be getting in my car, man. They may be getting and farting. They may be, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, rip my leather or something like that. Yo, man, 99.9% of the people are so darn cool. If you're a Uber or Lyft passenger, man, you probably was cool too. So, I mean, they've just been cool. They're really cool to just talk to. It's been a blast, man. Like I said, 99.9% of the time, it is awesome. Had one guy that was a little jerk. He didn't get too out of hand, or I would have smacked him, but he got out at the right time. Okay, so That's number two. People are cool, man. People not putting you in danger. I know it's been some stories out there, but people are really cool at the end of the day, man. 99.9% is just outstanding conversations, man. That's number two. Number three is you can make as much money doing ride sharing, doing referrals. Now, referrals is when you refer somebody else to drive. I think I probably made more money off the referrals versus actually driving. There's a number of ways that you can kind of do your referral business. You can talk to people. You can get business cards written up with your referral code on it and give it to people. People who are looking for jobs, you can call them and let them know and see if they have a car. So, I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can find out if a person wants to work for Uber or Lyft, and you can, when they get a bonus payout, then you get the bonus payout also. So that's one thing I wish I would have known about Lyft and Uber also, because from the start I would have been on the referral business also. Okay, number four, if you want to maximize your time, okay, I spent a lot of time testing this out. If you want to maximize your time, just work during the surges. Just work during, say you don't have a lot of time, okay? Like me, I don't have a lot of time. I got a job, got a family, wife and kids, all that. I also do real estate investing also. So I don't have a lot of time. I just work during the surge hours, okay? Surge hours for me in Philadelphia, of course you got your, what's that? Traffic time, okay? When you're going rush hour, that's the word I'm looking for, sorry. Rush hour. Of course you got your rush hour in the morning, rush hour in the evening. Those are surge times. I don't work those because I'm usually going to work, okay? But during the weekends, during the nighttime from 8 to 2 or 3 is when I work, because that is the surge time, okay? So that's four. To only work during the surge time if you only have a little bit of time. And next is number five, which is my last point of what I wish I would have knew, is that, man, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, man. Just learning about new people, different situations, different experiences that they've had with Uber drivers, okay? It's just talking to people, man. Talking to people, busting it up with them while they're in your car, them talking to you freely because you don't know them, and they talking to you freely because they don't know you. It's just a different experience. So it is tiring because you are driving, so it does take like energy to drive, and you do get tired. I'm not saying it's a cake job. You do got to put in that work, but it's a good experience. It's a good experience talking to people, talking about different issues, talking about politics, and I mean, people just being friendly. People just being friendly because now these people are in your car for 5, 10, 15 minutes, and you can just bust it up with them. So, like this post, share this post, comment on this post. It's your man Philly Nate. Those are the 5 things that I wish I would have knew before doing ride sharing, Uber or Lyft. Okay, look, if you need me, if you got any questions, if there's something that you want me to address, then put the comments in below the description. Okay, it's your man Philly Nate.